Eject.
Hey guys, and if you are new, welcome to our channel. My name is Debbie, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back again. And today we are going to be talking about, you guessed it, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. So it looks like we're going to be getting a verdict really soon in the UK case. So it's going to be coming Monday, November 2nd, I believe, at 10 a.m. Yes, Monday, November 2nd. So basically what that means is they reserved judgment for a later date. So basically it's going to probably be like a written judgment. I'm not sure if it's going to have the reasons of why he came to that judgment. Sometimes they give the reasons later. They're going to reserve the reasons or at a later time. I'm not quite sure. But given the fact that it's taken this long, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the verdict and the reasoning for the verdict. So basically what the judge has to do is like write this whole report. It's not just him saying guilty or not guilty. Usually like they provide the reasons of why they came to that conclusion. And so it's basically like, I guess you could compare it to maybe an essay or something, in school, where you have to basically back up your point. This is my conclusion. Like, it's basically kind of like that, like an essay that you would write. It's similar to that. So they would say, this is my judgment, and these are the reasons for my judgment. These are the reasons why I came to that conclusion. So, like I said, I don't know for sure, but judging that it's taken this long, I would think that we would get both the reasons and the judgment at the same time, which is usually the case when it takes this long. Sometimes the judge will make a judgment like just at the end of the trial, like while they're physically in court, and then they'll just reserve the reasons for down the road, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, like to back up why. But sometimes it's separate, sometimes it's together. I have a feeling it will be together. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what the outcome of that's going to be. So I'm just wondering, what do you guys think the outcome will be? I'm definitely trying to think positively, and I think that, I think we all should, to be honest, because I'm a huge believer in manifesting, the law of attraction, and how we each have the power to manifest things into our life. And so if we as one person can do that, imagine how much power we all collectively can have. So I know that might sound a little woo-woo to some person, but that's honestly what I believe. And I think that if everyone collectively thinks positive, it definitely could have a positive positive vibration, shift to the outcome. I think, like, who knows, it definitely can't hurt anything. And I was watching like a YouTube channel of another one of the people covering this Johnny Depp case, and she thinks that Johnny's gonna lose. I don't know, she said that because of Johnny's partying and stuff like that, that it's gonna be difficult for him to win. But I mean, I don't think that's the case at all, because one thing is completely separate from the other, and also the burden of proof would mostly lie on the defendant to prove her accusations. And unless there's things that we weren't privy to, but I mean, from what I could tell, I didn't feel like she did a good job of proving that Johnny abused her beyond the shadow of a doubt. Probably the strongest piece of evidence or testimony, you could say, that she had was probably when she had Whitney kind of testify to that. But I feel like Whitney's testimony is not that credible, as you know. I mean, I know there was that Jennifer Howell thing, but of course, I don't think the judge can really look into that much, since it wasn't actually made a part of the case, if you know what I mean. Like, it would just be a little out of question. Like, if I'm sure timing was a problem too, but there's definitely like a deadline to serve notices and have people cross-examined and yada yada yada. So that could have probably been the issue, but it's really too bad they couldn't have actually brought Jennifer Howell, which was Whitney's old boss, into the UK case and had her cross-examined. But I just don't think that Amber did, regardless, a good job of proving that she was abused. Like, I'm not convinced. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think she provided any heavy, damning evidence. And there are so many things that I think as time went on, her testimony just seemed to get a little weaker. Holes got bigger and bigger. The stories became more elaborate. It's almost like every time that you tell, like, when you know when someone's lying, when every time they tell the story, they add on something new. They add on another embellishment, should say. There's always something extra added to the story for a little more pizzazz. Every time they retell a story, it's never enough. Now it's like, oh, now here and there. Like, it's too elaborate. It's too over the top. You know, that's very much what I got from Amber's testimony. You know, that's my personal opinion. So, I don't know. I personally, unbiasedly think that I wasn't getting any kind of credibility. I thought the case was really weak. And of course, you know, there's two cops that testified that they didn't see any bruises on her, that there was no damage. And I'm telling you, man, like, in the court of law, the testimony of a police officer holds a lot of weight. It holds a lot of weight because they're an officer of the court, right? So who knows what the end of the day happens, but I mean, like, they're definitely going to believe the cop over, you know, Amber, you know, whether regardless of whatever you might think or whatever who might thinks, that's who the court's going to side with, unless you have damning evidence to prove otherwise, which I don't think she does, because, you know, she would have brought that out. So, you know, that together with all the other people that have actually witnessed Amber hurting Johnny, I think all of that and the audio tapes, that really does paint a strong picture of, you know, someone that Amber was actually the victim in the situation. Sorry, that Johnny was the victim in the situation. So I think definitely the audio tapes was like the most damning part of it. There's really no coming back from that. And of course, it's not to say that in those kinds of relationships that there can't sometimes be a give and take, but in general, there's one person that usually presents as more of the aggressor and one person that kind of assumes the role of being the more passive person, you know? So from those audio tapes, it stands to reason that, you know, Amber was more of the aggressor and Johnny is more passive. And everything that we've seen from Johnny does make me think that he is definitely a passive person. I'm sure maybe he has his moments, but he's, you know, when it comes to fight or flight, Amber herself has even admitted that he usually tends to go for the flight option. You know, so he's a flyer, not a fighter, if that makes sense. So I definitely have not lost hope. To be honest, the way things are going, I am more optimistic about the UK than US, because I don't know, I just feel like UK is more old school, and I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like the UK is more old school, and they're more like they don't like play with anything, and they're able to kind of more look deep down and see things for what they are. Whereas the United States, you know, sometimes things can get a little bit political. I don't know. But I definitely think that, I don't know, I wouldn't be shocked if the UK goes better. I really hope the UK goes good, because that, I mean, I'm sure in some way it's going to have some type of effect, because if Johnny wins the UK case, that will, I mean, it'll have like a kind of domino effect with everything in his career, and it's going to be huge. So I would not want to be in Amber Heard's shoes right now. She's probably sweating bullets. Her day of reckoning is upon her. I don't know. So, I don't know. I just think, like, if you're anxious about it, I don't think you should be. Just think positively. That's all you really can do. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, just think positively and, yeah, hope for the best. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all just sitting here on the sidelines, you know. And, yeah, that's all you can do. But, yeah, hopefully, just because I just hope it would be, he gets it, just because it will show other men or anyone, really, that's ever been attacked that, you know, justice can come about. And yes, men do get abused too, and there's a lot of shame in that, for sure. And I just want I hope for justice for anybody. Nobody should be abusing anybody, and my heart really goes out to anyone that has suffered domestic violence. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's never okay, and you should never be ashamed. So I'm praying for the best outcome, and yeah, fingers crossed. So yeah, it's good. The verdict will come out Monday, the November 2nd at 10 a.m. So you best believe I will be updating you guys, like, on Monday at some point, like, to discuss it and break it down for you. So stay tuned for a video coming Monday on that. And yeah, we still have a ways to go with the US case as well. I know we just got the big blow with Adam, but we're hanging in there. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. Comment down below what your predictions are. What do you think the verdict's going to be? How much money do you think Johnny's going to get if he does win? I mean, I know it's not about the money, for sure. And I think, for some reason, I seem to recall a ridiculously low maximum in for defamation in UK. I could be wrong. So I don't think he's going to, even if he does win, I don't think he's going to win a lot. But we all know that's not why he's doing this. He's doing this to get his life back. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you are all staying safe out there and enjoying your October. It's almost over, which is kind of sad. I love Halloween. But yeah, I hope you are all doing great, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.